Good morning, good morning, good morning. What it is when you pull up, say what's up, pull up, say what's up, what it is, what's up, then you pull up. Number 3, pull-ups. You pull up, say what's up.
What do you do?
You watch the BET Awards?
Nope. I haven't watched the BET Awards in like
in the background
some plus years.
At the Nugget. I seen that Kurt Franklin was there. I was like, that Kurt Franklin?
Yeah, he was there like about the music. So it's kind of my music. I mean, Maverick City.
Oh.
Music.
So that's all I know. I don't know this. I'm pretty sure other stuff happened. I'm pretty sure some great black moments happened. I'm pretty sure some black moments that didn't matter at all happened. Yeah. The usual stuff.
On the side. Oh, good morning. Good morning, gorgeous.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good morning. Get ready after this song. Yeah. I get my Balenciagas. Balenciagas like. Yeah, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Long time no visual. Coming through like a miserable. Yeah.
Oh, my man Mike got paid for that. That's crazy.
What's up, y'all? What it is? I guess not. What's up? What's happening, party? What's going on? Your boy Big Frank. Dio and Dark Knight in the room, same person. What's happening? What is? What's going on? How you feeling today?
If you don't know.
Now you know.
No, facts.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I woke up.
Come on, I woke up. How was your weekend? How was the weekend?
Weekend was very productive. Wedding was successful. Yeah, now I just got some work to do.
Good stuff. Oh no, I feel like my weekend was full. It was good. It's still going. I woke up mad early today. Like mad early. Like remember I talked about like getting up early and just naturally take. That's what I did today.
Yeah.
You gotta really like. I'm not exhausted, tired, but I'm just like, yo, I've been up since. Guess them. I gotta just guess.
Like 2.
Exactly.
Wow.
Woke up at 2:00. Brushed my teeth, washed my face, straight up the house a little bit.
Did you do all the stuff you said? Did you exercise? Did
I talk to Jesus? Yes. The exercise? No. The Lord is enough.
Exercise the spirit, man. That's all I had to do.
I got up and then Then I got myself together, got out, had to get the studio, dropped stuff off with that message seat back there. And I hit these Uber maybe $50. It put more than that came down here. I had to reload the computer because I was going through a hard time and some stuff. But, I mean, it's gonna be a good day. I got a meeting after today, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good day nevertheless. All right? It's gonna be good. It's been good. It's gonna continue to be good because
No choice but to do this.
Sunday, yo,
I'm mad. I didn't go to church.
yo, when I tell you, you know God shows up, but
Yeah.
when he show up, did he show out?
Right.
He was showing out yesterday. Not only at the 10 o'clock service,
Got you.
but also at the 12 o'clock service. And I said, okay. Oh, okay, Jehovah, because the Chronicle today it explained why, but it was just like, yes, God. Yes, God. So we'll get into it in a minute. It's going down. Big Frank in the morning, right on Friday 716. Let's go. Let's get it. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, gotta tune in. Big Frank in the morning and your cousin Ken. Feel it. Like I heard this morning, I heard this noise. I said, I'm like, who is up there? He was doing putting carpet on the stairs.
Oh,
I
okay.
said, y'all stuff being stolen. I was like, dang. Good morning. Y'all tap in. About to get into it. Our girl Jay Sharina ain't here today.
Yeah.
She had to get some rest and recover. What is? What's up? Good morning. Yo, do me a favor, just tap in real quick, because in about 7 minutes or so, a song and a half, that doesn't make sense. Another song after this, we're going to get into the Daily Chronicle, and it's about change. And then we get into the question of the day. They don't shut me down. I know my headphones are too loud, because I hear the song. No shoes. Who is this? Yeah, good morning. Y'all just tap in, everybody get into it in a minute because. So I guess I get a precursor before I tell the world on radio. So Sunday morning, get to church. Elder Lane is supposed to preach.
Okay.
Pastor Brinson, she does exhorting, and she mentions, God is changing you. Talk about changing because of the fact that when you're ready to go to the next season of your life, you can't occupy that place with the same garments or the same mindset you did prior to. But you talk about how God was changing and all that stuff. And it was good. Elaine didn't preach. God showed up, laid hands, prophesied. Right. Second service, you know how the ministers pray
Before? Yeah.
We go to pray. It is about 5 minutes. It's about 7 minutes to 2 before service starts, and we're praying, and it just goes
Keep praying.
like we're praying, but it's like we never said amen.
Right.
I just opened the door up, and we just transitioned to the sanctuary because the presence of God was just that thick in the room. So we go right into prayer, right into service. God does his thing. Elaine ministers. God shows up again, but it's about transformation and changing. And you cannot occupy what God has for you if you're not willing to change. I had a conversation with somebody. I said, the battle that you're having mentally is the process of transformation. That's what's happening. That's you transforming from what you've been doing, who you've been, and God trying to get you to a place.
Right.
So that mental anguish and that anxiety and that up and down, I feel qualified, I don't, is a fight that is taking place internally in your mind because God is trying to get you to a place.
Yeah.
And he uses methods that are unconventional, they don't feel good. So like, I'm talking to somebody like, being broke isn't a sin.
No.
It is not against the law
At all.
to be broke. like not having is an inconvenience.
Facts.
But it not ever is absolutely prayer outside of the fire. It is not is not a sin, but not being able to execute financially creates you to worry and to stress out and to all these things. And I was like, he said, you know what? But God said, I have you in this place because I need you to tap into the next level of you. And I said that because
That's real.
number one is that God is not going to give you, he's not giving you anything new.
Yeah.
He's given it to you already. Everything that you need, you possess. But it's a matter of you tapping into it. But if everything was okay all the time, you would never tap into the next level of resources that's inside of you.
Fact.
You wouldn't transition into it, you wouldn't do it. So therefore, I have to allow you to go through hardship so that you realize that what you've done before is just not going to work. And we tend to, we're creatures of habit, of going back to the things that worked before. That's not going to, I'm guilty. Because what it is God says, and he said this to me before, and he said it again, he brought it up, he says, the miracle that you had last time isn't in the same place it was last time. And we'll go back to the same, oh, God did it here before, I did. Oh, God did it here again, and I did. Oh, God did it here again now. No, I'm not there right now. Though I'm everywhere, I'm not working the miracle there because you already been there twice. So now I need you to get to the next level because I'm here. So you're going to resort back to your old habits, your own methods, your own way of doing things. And you're going to be stressed out, angry, mad, frustrated, exhausted. You're like, God, why? No, I'm not there.
Right.
I've been there for you twice. The same season, same place. I've already brought you out 2 to 3 times.
Legit.
But now you need me again, but I'm not where you were because I need you now to move to the next phase. And if everything is okay, we think that, oh, God is blessing me right here. No. I told somebody. I didn't think it was, I told. It was like, oh, if you had a 6-figure earning job right now, you will put your priority in the job.
For sure.
Because it yields you the 6 figures.
Right.
And your business, you might have on the sideline, but your dependency is going to be on that job.
Right.
So you're not going to be as free, it's flexible to execute the vision that will make you a multi-million-dollar entity.
Right.
And more than just a 6-figure earner.
Right.
But because of the fact that you're comfortable with the 6-figure, you'll put 25 years, 40 years in doing the job because it's going to give you a space of security and comfort.
Right.
But it's like, hey, but you're not satisfied because you're not operating in purpose. You're not operating in the fulfillment of who God called you to be. So anything less than that, you're not going to be satisfied. It might pay a bill, absolutely, understood. It might get some things accomplished. I'm not knocking you. You might even be able to fund the idea for your business, but you're not going to work it to the magnitude that God calls it to be because you are dependent on that job.
Legit.
We had a leadership meeting.
Oh, that's crazy.
We had a leadership meeting, and they talked about leaders. You can't afford leadership. What it is that you've been called and commissioned to do, you can't afford it. You don't have the finances, you don't have the mental, emotional resources to handle what it takes.
Right.
And because of that, that's when God shows up that his strength is made perfect in weakness. When you understand that I am relying on God to do what he do, and I'm trying to be obedient to his will and his plan, there's doors and avenues that he'll open up for you that you're just not going to do on your own.
Right.
But we get in struggle and we go back to what worked before.
Right.
I've done Uber. I've done it all. This season is trying to yield me to a place called greater, and it's Uber's not going to be efficient enough to execute that. These I and N joints is not going to be sufficient. I have to work the visions that he's given me, because you're only causing your own delay. So why this wanting to change? And people, if it don't work for people, it just don't work. And trying to force it to work, just not going to be.
It's going to make it worse.
Facts. Bars. Right. Speak black for you. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, elected the Big Frank in the morning. It's going down. My boy Daniel the Dark Knight. Kev on the air is going down. My girl Jay Cherie is at home resting. And I guess I got the crown of crime today. I'm gonna tell if you're online, you already got this, but the crown of today is just about change and rearranging, changing your raiment. Now, what is a raiment? Changing your clothes. In other words, you cannot occupy the next phase of your life executing what you've been doing, the way you've been doing it for the last 15, 20, 10, 3 years. Because what worked, now let me clarify this for the saints. If he did it before, he'll do it again, 100%. God is that kind of God. But I put a stat up and I said, God is ever present. He's everywhere at the same time, but still moving.
Right.
And if you miss the mark of where God is, you'll go to where God was, trying to figure out, God, I'm not there. I'm everywhere, but my spirit is moving in such a way where you can't run backwards trying to go forward. You can't. Now that's different between taking steps back for building momentum to launch forward, but you can't run to. Granted, I healed your body at this hospital on this day. Okay, cool, bam. Here we are another year later, you go back to the same hospital, boom, all right. Your condition is now different. And I'm gonna say crazy. I'm gonna go crazy because I'm gonna go here for cancer. Roswell is the institution for cancer.
Right.
But there's certain places where you can get treatment at St. Jude's for certain things. And maybe you want to go to St. Jude's and they're good for this one. They might be good for the second phase. But now what you need is far bigger than where you were.
Right.
If you go to St. Jude's for the treatment and your best treatment is at Roswell, you do yourself a disservice.
Sure. Because
what you need now is in a different place. And you have to be in tune to the Spirit of God to know, God, where are you now? God, what do you want from me now? When I got up this morning at 2 o'clock, I had to pray, but God, I've exhausted my resources.
Yeah.
I've tried my methods. But what do you want to do now? And what happens is, I'm gonna bless somebody right here. That favor is in the new door, not the old one. In other words, there are things that God has already given you to do, and he's put people in place to be an asset in the blessings of the things that he's giving you to do.
Yeah.
But because you keep going back to old doors, it seems that God's not moving or God's not blessing. No, I am.
He's just not there no more.
I'm just not there no more. I'm not over there no more.
My favor don't rest.
My favor doesn't rest here anymore. It did for a season, but now we're moving. And that's why God told the children of Israel through Joshua, follow the Ark of the Covenant, because where we're getting ready to go, you ain't never been before.
No, for sure.
You haven't gone this route before. So you keep resorting back to your old routes. I'm gonna get in trouble. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact people talk about people being trailblazers. Trailblazers don't have a pathway; they create.
Yeah.
Now, for those who walk in the hood, been through the hood, we know cuts.
Facts.
We know the fact that this is the cut and it's the trail. But before you took that trail, somebody, before anybody walks through there, somebody had to walk through here and lead somebody, let you know that this is a way to get to this spot a lot quicker. Somebody had to be a trailblazer. Somebody had to walk that path, repeat, this is the way to go. I know this. Yeah. And when nobody else followed, I still had to go that pathway. And because I had to create the pathway, I had to get the grass down. Yeah. Now we know this is the hood. This is the pathway. Right. But God says, what's happening right now, I'm sending you through a process that you ain't never been before. So stop trying to figure it out. And just walk it out. And I'm not telling you that doesn't come with weight and issues and challenges and difficulty. Walk it out. You heard my instructions, follow it, even though I know you have to break a loose in everything. But I kind of realized that that's just how God show up. God shows up at the moment you're willing to lose it all just to give you everything and more.
Yeah.
At the break. Talk about it. Like, even though Abraham tried to sacrifice Isaac, God will provide. At the point I had to build this altar, had to put him on it, had to tie him up. Where's the lamb? God would blindfold and lift up the knife, willing to sacrifice the very thing that you promised me. I'm gonna get in This is just my chronicle. But to be willing to lose it.
Yeah.
For God to be like, hold up, it's a ram in the ticket. God, you serious? The moment I was willing to give up having children, I was okay. I had the dream. I told God, okay, I am willing to go. Oh, here comes this bad little thing. And then you created 3 more things for me. But I just took it. I'm willing. Once you become willing to lose, you're willing to just whatever it takes, oh God, that's when he shows up and shows you who he is. And I'm not talking about lip service. I'm talking about at the brink.
Right.
That at any moment, it can all just be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I choose to take it and you lose everything, can you still praise me? Because I'm changing it. I'm changing it. So listen, that's the chronicle today because he hit him like this. He hit him like this. When we get back, we're going to talk about the fact, the question of the day is, when do you identify it's time to make changes, minor and major? Like, how do you identify the fact that, you know what, something got to give?
Oh, we going to talk about that.
So it's going down, Big Frank in the morning. Dark Knight, Kim on air. Jason Rudy praying for you where you at.
Yeah.
But it's going down, 5716. Pull up.
No.
At the break, man, they have no idea. And from the outside looking in, they have no idea. Yeah. And this is what God talks about, like, don't be looking all homely inside. I did a haircut now. My homely days are coming to a close. but like not looking like down and out and depressed and sad and miserable all the time.
Yeah.
But keep maintaining joy. Joy is not living life without challenges. Joy is the ability to have peace in the middle of whatever's going on. Like, happiness is a feeling, it's an emotion. I get it, it is. But happiness changes. But when you realize that God, if I'm talk too much. If I lose it all right, okay.
I'm gonna say this. He's not gonna put you in position for you to lose it. Now, I'm saying this to you as my brother, and seeing the work that you put in.
Yeah.
He's not gonna give it to you to take it away.
Right.
Now, if it does end up having to go away, it's only for a moment.
Only for a moment.
It's only for a moment.
And the question is, and this is gonna be good, can you handle that moment?
Right.
Ooh. Because the challenge is, can you handle it? Number one. Number two, are you going to allow the thoughts and the conversation of others to overtake? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought God said. Oh, I thought God. Yeah. No, God said. God said exactly what He said, and God did exactly what He said He would do.
But He didn't say it was going to be easy.
But He didn't see. You have no idea.
Man.
No idea. And this is the part. This is the part that the pathway is unknown. Legit. You don't know.
You don't know.
Like you don't know. And this is the part of the prophecy. It's not my job to force the prophetic word to manifest.
Right.
But we hear the prophetic word that said, and this is not you. Watch this. The prophetic word was, prior to me having a radio station, even the pursuit thereof. Right. I wasn't even part of the covenant yet. I was just visiting to a church in Buffalo, not even Holy Temple. And he said that you will be like William O. Jr., which is the guy out of Atlanta who's very popular. He has a TV show host. TV. Okay, man, whatever. Yep. Life's transition on. Okay, that's the goal. I'm at Waffle, and I thought that's going to be the lane. Gotcha. But I gained and lead. Then he says, he prophesies to the owner of the organization that another station is going to rise up. Another station is going to rise up. And she got the word, and she went, no, I'm not promising the word, but he had probably that. Why is everybody? So, and I did not know that I would be that station at that time, but God can. So I thought that Waffle was going to be the platform of me coming up. Not realizing that God said, no, you got to create your own. So everything that I've learned and gleaned, and the favor I have established my own. Okay, God, we're here. We're moving. You're providing conscience like you said you would. We're moving, and we're here. And in the middle of that, you gave me J.K. Juice in the business, which is getting ready to take a home. People have, it's getting ready to take a whole other life of its own. Okay, God, subscription's coming. I'm just saying.
Come on.
You subscribe monthly. I got you. Delivery, you'll get a shipment. This no, it's coming. So it's like God.
In the vending machine.
No fact. And then I can say, I'm not gonna talk too much. But it's like, okay, God, here we are. But nobody knows the background story of maintaining what He's released to me. Because God has to show up. God, you have to do it. And He says, I am and I will. But I just might wait till your grace period on your last day.
Right.
That's it.
I
always find it annoying that God will show up at the last second to prove Himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and though I understand it, because sometimes it's like, I need to see if you really believe I'm gonna do it. But then other times it's annoying because I'm like, Lord, I've been believing that you was gonna do it since the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't to hold it out all the way to the end on me.
Yeah, because it's like you know He's gonna do it, but how?
To what extent?
Yeah. Like is it a check in the mail? Is it a good handshake?
Right.
Is it? Listen to me. You want to talk about a computer glitching? And He does stuff on a minimum level just to show that if I can do it on this level.
Right.
Because I got a bill that was paid in the middle of a computer glitch that I ain't paid for. I said, guys, the documents reflect
Thank you for the glitch.
that this bill has been paid for. But I know
It ain't.
I ain't paid for the bill. But I called just to verify. You got to
Right.
On our end, it looks say less.
All right.
Screenshot, done deal. In the glitch, I can now listen now, God. If you can glitch this, I'm not gonna say what company it is, they might try to figure it out. This company's computer to give me a result that says it's paid for.
Right.
God get the glitching. God get good morning, cousin. God get the glitching.
He's so bad.
Whole system done.
Thank you.
All debt paid. But go ahead, God, because you just proven that you can.
Yeah.
Right.
Legit.
Now the issue is when it don't come how you know how you want things to come a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And then it don't come how you wanted it to come. And now you aggravate it because you're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for something specific. And it's like, oh Lord, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
And what it is Him trying to get you to trust Him without question.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I can be personal about it. So like right now.
That's me.
Okay.
So right now, I am waiting for some monies that was promised to me by the state. Right? I was told that it would be here by, in June. Now June is almost over, right? Don't get me wrong, if my wife, she could attest to this. Like in the beginning of June, like I would not stop talking about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, let's check on it. Soon, I got to wait right now until the check comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I'm at a point now where I'm like, you know what, I don't care. Like, I'm like, I don't care. And then if I was like, that's when it's gonna happen because I don't care.
And what happens is because and my bishop was already there and the apostle. When I speak, just obey.
Yes.
As crazy as an orthodox as it seems, just obey. Because I got a way made. I have a way made. I just need you to get to the marker. I've already set this. I know. I need you to operate with confidence and be the evidence of how God I am. It is the mystery of God that compels people to change their life.
Legit.
It is not the fact, he God, he in the sky. No, it is the fact that I know you. I know your story. I know where you come from. I have an idea how your life should be. But it don't look like you're living far better. You're far above. You're far beyond what I thought possible. How did you come out of where I came from and become who you are? And I did. Now I want to know the God you serve. But if there is no transformation, I'm not inquiring about your God. If you still doing what you've been doing since I met you, I'm not compelled to inquire about your life. You've been the same. My expectation of you is the same. You've been giving me the same kind of delivery. That's just who you are. Right. And I went to a service in between services. I went to a service in between services, and the guy talked about borderlessness. I know. Living a life without borders. Taking every limitation that you have and dismissing them. Which now says you can go get, you can go have, you can go pursue whatever it is that you want, and there's nothing stopping you really but you. For sure. Live out, he's talking about the prayer Jabez, and Jabez asked Lord to expand my territory, but when you do it, I don't want to live in the same pain like my mother did. I don't want to live like this. So God, do what you do, how you gonna do it, but I'm not about to settle for mediocre living less than, let's go. But that requires you to change. Yeah. You can ask God for stuff all day long, but if you're not willing to change, you're not going to get it. Because I'm not going to give you anything that, what I look like telling, what I look like, giving your inability, watch this word, not inability, your unwillingness to budget, your unwillingness to manage what you got well. Not that you can't. There's a difference between having struggles and I need an accountant, I need some people. You're not even willing to attempt. To do what needs to be done. And because you're unwilling, I can't release to you what I have for you. I can't give you the millions because you'll lose the millions in moments.
I feel like people really toss up with faith is works. And it's seen as something very simple to explain, but they don't understand that sometimes it's hard to do, especially because sometimes your works, because most of the time the work that you do isn't going to all of a sudden create what you have faith for. Yeah. And because of that, and because of that, people only work so far. Yes. Because it's like, Lord, like I've been doing it for a couple of months, couple of days, couple of months, couple of years, and like we haven't left step one. And now I in my mind I have two choices. I either stop or I actually why haven't I? You know what I mean? And most people after a while, they just like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to what I know. What I know, what was stable with, and but obviously that's not, because this isn't working for me. Right, but listen to this. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I am hoping that God moves for me in this direction, but the evidence I have is intangible. I don't have tangible evidence that he's going to do. I believe. I just know. But this is in trouble. This is a fresh download. Because to say I know spiritually is faith. But to say I know in my human nature is my will. Because I know if I drive Uber, I can make money. Right. But I know if I trust God and beat the street, not knowing that there's going to be evidence, I can overcome my financial woes. I know what I can do. But then I know that if I really trust God, what he can do and surpass without any evidence. No, for sure. But the timing
process of it is the part that's uncomfortable.
Right.
Faith sounds beautiful. Sounds amazing.
Legit.
When it works.
Sound like sugar.
But when you're in it, Noah,
It's in the mud.
Yeah.
I want you to build an ark. Pause. What is an ark, God? No, wait a minute, Paul.
For what?
What is rain?
Right, I ain't never seen rain in my life.
I've seen the dew from the ground. What is this thing you call?
Right.
You want me to do what has never been done
Come on.
in a place
That is never.
that have never seen such a thing, and to compel a people to follow me. You want me to go crazy? You want me to lose my everlasting mind?
Right. But and this is preached a couple Sundays ago. About faith and about now. That faith is now is in the spirit. When you pray for it right now, it happened.
Right.
Because the issue that we have, especially in the natural, is that it's manifestation into a tangible thing. And that is the aggravating. That would be the aggravating part for a lot of people is still believing that spiritually this has happened, and being able to wait for it to occur in the physical.
Because of the fact, this is what the Bible said. I don't walk after the flesh. We always take that concept as if, oh my God, don't sin, don't smash, don't smoke, don't drink. No. If you walk after the flesh, you'll fulfill the things of the flesh. That's worry, that's fear, that's doubt, that's shame, that's guilt. If you're waiting to be validated by something tangible, you're going to need some disservice and you're going to be shut down every time by somebody. But if you walk after the spirit, well, the same thing. If I know in the flesh, I have my own methods. But in the spirit, if I know that this is already taken care of spiritually, in the spirit, I'm not really waiting because now is always now. And the God that we serve operates outside of time.
Right.
Meaning that I'm not restricted to your limitation. So you trust God, when you go, I got reasons.
That took me a while to really understand. Mostly because I'm like, okay, Lord, because my thing was, if you work outside of time, then you make it happen right now. Like, why did you make it happen right now? You work outside of time. Like, your time is not my time. Like, me having. Right. It's not, but, and I taught this in the Bible study once. I was like, you need to understand, though. A day to God is 1,000. I was like, if a day to God is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is a day to God, your day. His now was 1,000 years. His now was 1,000 years.
That's facts.
So anywhere between right now and 1,000 years, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, like how people the thing like the Big Bang or whatever and all this and how long it takes the Earth. I was like, okay, that's fine. Because if you think of it this way, that if God was outside of time and 1 year is 1,000 years, if God spoke it and Jesus, being the word, moved out and made it happen, and it happened in a day, but that takes 1,000 years to happen. Even if you want to be it by the science, I was like, this happened that way. So you want to argue? I was like, it's not when you argue with me, because this is where I'm at right now.
Good morning, man. Good morning.
You know what I mean?
Diamond, good morning. I ain't see you.
This is where I'm at right now. And I was like, I get it.
Too high. Felicia, what's up?
I get it.
Listen,
I understand it.
No,
But
man.
it's hard, but even though I understand it, I know it, and I've taught it. Okay, it's been hard to walk in it.
You know what?
All the time.
And you're going to keep walking in it until you change.
Right.
Because this is the process. Everybody want to quote Romans 12:1. I'm teaching them Roman members of God in your body, living sacrifice, holy, and God for your service. Part 2 says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I'm paraphrasing another scripture. Let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus. So what you're telling me is, I got to take my flesh mind
Right.
I was born in sin, shaped in iniquity. I'm me, my family woes, all the generational genetics situations that I am.
Mm-hmm.
God has put His spirit inside of me, but it's been dormant. Yeah. I meet Him. He awakens what He put inside of me. Now there's a fight between what I've been, who I am, and where I'm going. Right. And I have to change the way I've been processing things in my life concerning me. Because some of us are processing our success based on a filter of our family issues and challenges and limitations. Therefore, you have yet to become the fullness what He called you to be. Right. But I came to tell somebody today that the word has been for the last day and a half. Change. Yeah. We're going to talk about it right now. Like, how do you identify when you need to change? Kevin and Ed, download the app if you haven't. We sound good on that. Yeah. Friday 716, your boy Big Frank. We locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Friday 716 radio. Daniel is in the room now. Every night, I don't want to say anything first. He came on here, but it's going down. Listen, so the conversation is about change. The conversation has been good. It's been hot. It's been about change. But this is the question of the day. The question of the day is, how do you identify when you need to make a major or a minor change? Like, what happens if you know that something got to get?
Yesterday in church during service, my boy Frank Daniel said it best. He said that once I got sick and tired of a thing, I stopped worrying about the thing, and I just told God that, yo, I don't know what you want to do or how you want to do it. This got to go. You know what I mean?
Something got to get.
Something got to get. So I think that this will sound weird. I think people need to be in that continual mindset, regardless if it's big or small. If it's not what I want to deal with, Lord, something got to get.
Yeah.
And that is when change needs to occur. I feel like, we wait until something bad happens or things like that, but like, we should always be in a mindset of change. And I know I'm saying that, and sometimes I'm going to be hypocritical about it because I know me myself, I'm not always in that mindset, but like, we need to get there, though.
Yeah, I just realized that if it ain't working, and you keep trying to make it work, and it's still not work, stop. Right? Stop, and identify, God, what do you want? It's something that they had. Something has to give, and it's easy said than done because dealing with yourself. I'll say it like this. Now, I met Jesus out of love. I still live on the life in between, but long story short, prior to ministry, and at age 21, my God, 11, 12 years ago, time is just flying by. You want me to go? I've been who I have been for 21 years. Yeah. Compared to the 11 years of serious with Jesus. The toil now is what I've always been versus the fight of who I'm becoming and dealing with all the stuff that's in the middle. Yeah. The goal here and the objective is to change your mind about you concerning you. And what the enemy does is keep reminding you of what you've been to stop you from becoming who you're supposed to be. As long as I can keep you in the same pattern of defeat, I don't care what you go, what you do, you're never going to get to the fullness of what I called you to be. And what you're fighting is the fact that, for example, for your story, like, if Doc actually want a last minute show up tip all the time, I'm trying to get you to say that you never got worried. You never have to worry. And I got to show you. But for you to learn this situation, but you to work in this situation until you realize you ain't got to worry. You ain't got to figure out. I put myself on the chopping block a lot because I can. I don't know what God's getting ready to do. But I'm telling somebody, I ain't never, had so many financial woes at the same time. When I tell you at the same time, I've never, listen, I've been alive 33 years. But I've gone through some challenges, but I've never had this amount of financial woes hit me at the same time as a father and a husband. I've never been here before. But God, what you about to do? Because and I go here all the time, and we know I haven't worked yet, and we already working because my money's coming. But in the middle of going through this, we low-key lit on the TikTok, okay?
Legit.
Low-key, 2 million followers increasing by the day. We had like 9,000 something crazy. 9,000 followers, something like this.
Let's go.
But it's like, what you about to do? Because whatever you're ready to do, okay. That's what I got. Because it's not on me.
Right.
Because I was obedient to what you told me to do. And because of this, I believe that you're going to show up. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to touch my mouth. I know he can.
Yeah.
Because I can look back at the times he showed up for me before with no job, just doing noonday prayer and getting good handshakes and people paying tickets to me that, listen, okay, $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Say less. Jay Street not here. More money going for her hands than when she had a job.
Yeah.
Not saying it doesn't come with its woes,
right.
But the fact is, I'm changing you for something you can't even comprehend. The Bible says, I haven't seen. I'm going to say this properly. People always mess this up. I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Ear hasn't heard. Neither has it entered the heart of man the things that God prepared for you. The reason why I say that, there's no S on eyes. God said, ain't one eye seen the you can't focus. And I preached this one time. I said, because when you can't see, you use a good eye to focus in. On your good day, on your focused ear, how would you say? You still can't comprehend the things I have for you. So that's why I said, ear hasn't heard.
Right.
I haven't seen. Even when you focus, you have no idea what I'm about to do. Right. Because it's fake. All right, let's be frank this morning.
Change of mind.
Mine said changing Monday, okay?
That's the hardest.
No, it's hard.
That's the hardest.
Listen, it's been frank in the morning. Do me a favor, y'all rock out with us, man. We online, we on Facebook, we on YouTube. You got the app, download it. Rock with us. It's going down price 716. See, you can find that's the wrong thing, the name. Dang. Smoke free situation. AIG or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Because I kept saying AIG Gold.
Thank
you. AIG Gold is my card holder.
Right.
They was talking about.
Which one?
Oh, you don't have it. Listen, guys, you got to change. You got to rearrange your mindset. You got to rearrange your thought process. I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to do, but it's required. And the pressure that you feel is just God saying, look, I need you to change. That's all. I'm just trying to change you.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you. Is food in the pressure cooker cook longer or quicker?
Pressure cooker?
Yeah.
Depending on what it is. Pressure cooker, I guess it's supposed to cook faster. It's supposed to cook.
It's supposed to cook. Boom.
You know what I mean? Because like, because before you can even open a pressure cooker, you gotta let the steam out. So like, you gotta let the pressure out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's cooking faster with something that will take longer.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, if it's like a chuck roast.
Right.
Okay. Right. So.
Say what?
Right.
I don't feel like it's meant to do that though. I feel like it's meant
because I think it's my
what is the purpose of
my
pressure cooker?
experience with pressure cookers. Okay, I have seen it turn a substance into another substance rather quickly. That's how it's so liquid real fast. So over here at the top.
We're gonna cook my cooker today.
But like, you know,
pressure cookers are designed to make short work of slow cooked dishes.
Yes.
Like
So slow
chicken,
cooked
turkey,
dishes like soups, gumbos,
turkey,
meat,
yeah, stuff like that.
So it's designed to make it quicker.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like short work
right
of dishes that should take long time.
right.
So and I said that
microwave.
right. I said that to say this, that the pressure is designed to move you along. It's just designed to give it to you quicker. We talk about the quantum leap and God doing it swiftly, but you don't bypass the process. I just make the process quicker. But if you don't have broke days, you don't try to figure out how to make money. If you don't have days where you like, certain things are not unlocked until there's pressure. That's my girl with it. There's certain things that are not unlocked without pressure.
Yeah.
Just not. Because if you got money, you're not going to figure out how to get money. Sure. It's not in your grind. It's not in your nature to do so.
Right.
Because you've been surviving, just trying to make it on a regular basis. Now you got a little bread, you okay, you in this.
Yeah.
But I need to give you broke days because you need to unlock a component of your mind to make you think outside the box.
Right.
Or make you connect with somebody that says, you know what, I need that. No facts. Let's figure it out. The subscription process that JQ Juicing has been brought to me on 3 occasions. I said, okay. But the favor of God has opened up a door for me that if I wasn't open to the pressure that I was feeling, I might have bypassed. Because I was good where I was at. I was working a job making $45 an hour. I was okay. It was supporting the house and the business. I was okay. Now the business isn't efficient enough to support the house. So God, you got to do something with the businesses that you gave me. That you gave me. Or I halfway stole. My wife and Pooh was talking about it, but they were playing something.
Yeah. You got to.
But that gave me, that was producing $250 a day before noon.
Yeah.
5 days. Say
less.
Say less. Then I'm, open up this. I'm working on this the whole time. It was just time for the release of it. I was like, all right, here we go. Yeah. But now it's like, okay, God, you heard my petitions. Now I'm doing it. Now I got to change your mindset. Yeah. You got to change the way you think. This is mine. And I've been Ubering, but picking brains.
You been talking? Yeah.
You know who is going to be talking to us. I talk as much as the client talks. Okay, I got you down. All right, but you're not here talking to everybody. You know, as much as they talk, I talk. But I've been picking up. Somebody made a comment. Let's say something. Picking the brain of business.
Morning, brother.
Morning, Dante. Morning. I want to apologize, not to you directly, but just because we had a meeting, I didn't make it. I wanted to be there so bad, but my family was priority. Apologetically, unapologetically, but apologize.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry.
It's family, it's but gotta change. I have to. And
it's detrimental.
It's listen to me.
Oh man, that I change.
Spell the word detra. What that?
Detrimental. D-E-T-R-A.
D-E-T-R-A. Find what that means. Detra.
Detra.
Yeah, it's like being that church. It's great. Yeah. Find out what the word detra means.
The Greek of a word.
Just the first part. The Latin. That's a detra. Look at me. I'm like,
you about to preach right now. Sure. I've only been in a detrimental period. I feel one good time.
I actually worked with hard, Kevin, like a computer that right. I feel about that.
It's detry.
Uh-huh.
But it's not really so I'll look at it.
The Latin of it?
You know what?
Detry is probably Latin. That's when I was in a detrimental situation.
Worn out. Detrite is a word that means worn out. So detrimental. I'm worn out mentally. I've exhausted myself mentally. That's mental mind. I've worn out my mind.
Mentally broken down.
Worn out.
I'm on the verge of death.
Yeah. That's wild.
Worn out mentally. But those whose mind is stayed on me, I keep them in perfect peace. Now, I said earlier about joy. Peace does not mean you are without adversity. Peace does not mean you are without challenges.
Right.
Peace is a state of mind. I'm not going to wear myself out worrying about it. I'm not going to fret. If you're coming, this doesn't sound crazy. If you're coming to kill me, pull up. I'm not going to stop living my life. I'm not going to stop being who I'm called to be. Because you've decided that you want to make an attempt. I rest in the fact that heaven is my goal. I rest in the fact that God got me. And if God sees fit that my time has come, so be it.
Right.
But if God say, no, you don't go, I'm not going. Fine.
I mean, that's regardless. I'm just saying.
I find myself in weird situations like that because I know especially when because Queen will be like, yo, you know so nonchalant about so much things, and other stuff like you be like stressing about.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, and in my head I'm like, yeah, it's weird though. I'm like, the stuff that's really serious, I'm like, oh well. Because and I know that's like, because I'm not worried about dying or
You know what it is? That's a good leadership skill.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to get worked up, turned upside down, all cloudy now, because a moment just occurred. I'll deal with my moment in the moment later.
Thanks.
But in the heat of the moment, I'm going to be calm. I'm going to be nonchalant.
I'm going to be clear.
No, shut up about it. You know what I'm saying?
If they decree and declare to pack up and go, thank you.
The only thing I ever stress out is things that I create. Like if bills and stuff like that, I'm like, I stress about that only because I'm like, I could have. You know what I mean? Like, I should have took care of it. I'm not prepared for this all the way. You know what I'm saying? I could have worked a little bit more, maybe. You know, like things like that. I stress out all stuff like that. But like, actually, serious stuff, especially you look just right. So, like serious stuff, I'll be like, okay. Cool. All right.
That is crazy.
All right, I got this.
What's the that's not what exclamatory. Exclamatory. Exclamatory.
That's a hell of a word.
In fact, exclamatory.
Exculpatory.
Exculpatory.
Like scope, SCULPT.
EXCUL.
EXCU, like CULPT.
CULPATRY.
Oh, exculpatory.
Exculpatory.
Got you.
Tending or serving to clear from alleged fault or guilt. The DNA.
Exculpatory evidence. Yes. Heard of
it's always a daughter. It's always the criminal part. I don't know where until you put it in the context of the word that it should be in for me. Somebody got cancer. Oh, okay, I get that. I know got you.
I'm being funny. I'm looking at words not as random. So, detritus.
Detritus.
Detritus. DETRITUS.
Okay.
Detritus.
Another name is garbage. Another name is rubbish, debris, junk, gross garbage, waste, trash.
Get out of here.
That's different.
Get that detritus out of here.
Yo.
You know how to help somebody write a turn paper.
Right. That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
No,
she is. You just try and that's
as a total turn, you know what I'm saying? I used to get it, but I used to get arguing people and speak on a higher level, and then get mad when people didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it was hilarious because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dog you out, right? And they just like, then somebody call you stupid, hey, dying laughing, and you just be mad, like,
the detrivore? He's all kind of
you know what I'm saying?
detrivore.
Garbage.
No, exactly. An organism such as earthworm or fungus that feeds on dead or decomposing matter.
Vultures.
What you are is what you is. You're distraught, you're detritus, and you just detrivore. What? Oh, I
Get out of my face, you detrivore.
Detrivore, you divided, degenerated, the detritus, duplicatable, debacle. This guy.
This is the moment where you're like, okay, now we gotta really search into things. So like, you're like, okay, so what does DDT mean a lot? And then there, it's like, okay, then these parts come in.
That's all it is just parts and pieces.
And I told somebody, I was like, English. I had made up a word quotations. Quotations, and people was looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, what? I said, the English language, especially because it's based on Latin, is just put in suffixes and prefixes on words that already exist. So no matter what, as long as I use these prefixes and these suffixes, you should be able to understand what the word means based off of what these things would mean in regular English language.
I don't know what call season my haircut.
He was looking at you like,
that's not good. All right, what's happening?
Nah, no,
All right.
Come in.
Give one more song. We can have that.
man, that's the things I'm talking about that.
Yeah. They got information. I got it. All I got is easy. Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart coming to Buffalo. I'm not doing that. Ooh, the summer concert series starts. Sure. Hey, juice. What did you say? 100% from concentrate. Won't you help me? Man, I got some wild. Some wild things.
What you mean?
Like,
Around here?
yeah.
For the show?
Yeah.
Um,
I just do a before they go all summer. What we doing? Hot topics?
Yeah.
TMZ is not lining up like it used to. You got too much stuff on there. All you can do
I just think the biggest with me is other than you know about the wrong first rate.
We did not.
That's what I'm talking about. That is gonna come with a couple parts too. That got wow.
The Roman way is about abortion.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like this. They turned it again.
Yeah.
Turned it back. That the person can choose.
Now you can't.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Wow. So they took
But you gotta remember, well, we talking about it now. People on radio, they don't know. You gotta remember though that things like this, just like most things in the United States, has to be ratified after a court case. The House has to be ratified under state law. So some states, and we're shooting guess which ones they are, have already been from right after somebody dropped, right after they heard the gavel hit twice. It was like on everything.
Word.
Now I don't feel that New York State is gonna be like that because we are a very liberal state. But technically, it's possibly illegal.
Behind the scenes, BET.
But like I said before, like, I don't understand why these white men want to do this to themselves. Because now You out here cheating on your wife. Well, you know, Johnny, I can't get an abortion in Washington, D.C.
Oh, shoot. A person dies after an 11-foot alligator yanked him inside of Myrtle Beach Pond. Yeah.
Oh, you always trying to mess with my life. Black versus sea crocodile. Yeah, I'm not doing that, bro. You good. You good. You move over there. Good. All that. No, I'm not doing that. Good. Sunshine season is not there.
I want to go to London.
To London?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of aggravating. My mom and my sister said that you don't really talk, like everybody walk around like stone face. You don't have any traffic lights. So like everything's in a roundabout.
Oh, got you.
It's aggravating. You already gotta, drive around the side of the street. So now you got it. Now your left hand turns hard, turns you make your right hand turns long. Yes. That's a bit aggravating, just a little bit. I've never been there. It's just my mother and my sister. I just lived there for a long time.
You should.
Yeah, she was there for herself.
Wait, what? Oh, this one.
I ain't gonna talk about homosexual marriage. Somebody better start watching all, and then that's all I'm doing. Like, I hope people start adopting people.
All right, I'm going hot.
But you know what? I don't talk about this, so I'm not gonna argue. It's in the picture, you know?
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Day of the dark night. Kept on air. Dictionary got in the building today, but it's going down. It's going down.
It's just going down.
It's going down. I don't know if you guys watched the BT Awards. I did not.
I never do.
I watched these awards.
Like over 7 years.
Yeah, I was one of the highlights that just pop up to my feed.
On the timeline.
On sideline.
Shit.
Real quick, low-key, Johnny Depp lawyer Camille Vasquez she hot commodity right now. Everybody wants to be a lawyer now. She was in
Got my boy paid. Well,
right.
got my boy paid.
Right.
What was it in news? Lizzo was at BT Awards playing the flute.
Oh yeah.
Lizzo kicked it out with all gold performing on her hit song.
Oh.
It was about many times.
Shout out to Zuri. She from Buffalo, played the bass. She was playing for
Was
the
she?
BT Awards.
I
don't know that.
I don't think that's the first time though. I think
Well, she's a lot of people. But the only reason why I know is because I see it on Facebook because I didn't watch it. Like, I see on Facebook that she was like, yeah, you know, playing the BT Awards, whatever. I was like, okay, shout out to him. You know what I mean? Sure.
Right.
Shout out to him.
Lotto's win was one of the biggest of the night. She took home the award for the best new artist, and probably had her support.
okay.
Yeah.
Lotto.
I want to act like I know you.
Is it big Lotto or just Lotto?
Lotto.
I think it's some shit.
It's actually
Mulatto.
It's a chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a chick. Yeah.
It's actually a woman.
It's a woman.
I'm sorry, I think I know.
It's not a chick. Ben Affleck, 10-year-old son, takes the wheel with him. He hits the car. He's 10.
Dang. Did he put him in the car seat? Like
Probably so. Yeah.
Rich folks like to leave they key fobs in their cars.
Yeah, that's weird.
So they just hop in and go. So the kid probably just
So you're robbed. So you're robbed.
So, in popular news, you know, you talk about Roe
v. Wade was overturned a couple of days ago. So, you know, now it's kind of illegal to get an abortion.
that's crazy, man.
Which is crazy.
I've never been pro abortion, but I have never been against women getting abortion.
But
You know what I'm saying?
on a very natural thing, you know, it had nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with me as far as what she does to her body. Now, we definitely argued about abortion on this show a million times.
Yeah,
we definitely all have that feeling. If I was a baby, we should keep it. You know what I mean? In that sense or whatever. But you know, as far as the right to get one, if we both don't want it now, you know what I mean? You took that away from us, which I think is absurd. And then something even crazier in your local news, Governor of Alabama, all right, Kay Ivey, said, all right, and she said this on TV. No, it's a GOP rep. Her last name is Miller. It was in Alabama. Governor was there. Said that this was a victory for white life. She said that on TV, on camera. I was like, what? And I was watching the video. Charlamagne got put into fast email, you know, sometimes you off. But he was on tape. About that, he was like, so what he really was trying to say was that he only overturned this because white people was getting abortions. And because y'all can outlive because everybody else is having children. You know what I mean? That y'all are becoming a minority. So what you did was you overturned it so that your daughter and her friends can't get abortions. So now, at least in the next 100 years, you have more Caucasian people. I find that to be very white. Very white. It's very white of you.
When we get back there, we have some local news. It's going down Friday, 163 Frank in the morning. This is more crazy.
Crazy.
Let's go.
What you're not going to do is tell me how to live.
I don't think it's going to run through New York State though, because you know the state's still out of state. I mean, they have laws about things like that. But federally, out of time for you. So you're out here hauling, you gotta stop.
Legit.
No, if you've been
out here hauling,
So my
you
friend,
gotta stop. You and guys, you can't draw dog,
nothing.
nothing. You gotta keep
We
that
had talked about this before. Like, not a friend of mine, but a friend of mine's friend got like 3-4 abortions almost in like a month.
Yes,
I'm just like, yo.
I see, but with that, I'll be like, yo, is your body okay? Not even like
that's
not
crazy.
not even only your mental state, but yo, you good? Because it's like that is
all the
mental to your body.
bills, my mom.
Yeah.
2,000 bills are going on. They're not
But that's still not good. Cause you killing your organs.
Just have the K in there anyway. Oh, I had one girl. No. I had one girl. Tori Doe was rapping years ago, and she was like, some. She had abortion. Everybody knew. She's like, this ain't the first time I had to kill a body. She put that in her. Oh yeah. I said, oh.
Right. That's a confession. That's a real confession. So it's this video of this man parachuting into an alligator pit.
That's kind of sad, dude, because it's like, dang, bro, you
couldn't go nowhere. Like,
that's bad.
oh my goodness. Oh, get around the world's largest. Oh my goodness.
No.
Yo, what's crazy?
Right out here, 15. I feel bad.
No, for real. Oh man. All right, it's over. That was real, bro. Like, that's crazy. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't look into it, but it's a old cassette, a VHS collection called Faces of Death, and it was on there.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah. But it's still like,
It's still
yeah.
Yeah, make news. Dang, it's crazy. See, you know it's bad when white people make news. Yeah, I don't really see that. You know, you get on the front page of newspaper, somebody killed your dog. Somebody killed a dog, but
That. Crucify him!
I told somebody, my man, I was like, look, bro. I was like, this may be despicable people, okay? Don't get me wrong. I understand the fight for them, but you never put an animal's life over a person's.
At all.
One, as a black man, I can't do it because it will make my life even less. And I don't think you see it that way. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but that's as deep as rabbit hole goes. I was like, you could be like, I don't like people. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? I was like, but if you think about it already, dogs already got more rights than you anyway.
This dude want to get his car parked on the street.
Like, they are.
That's not, nope, ain't nothing wrong with
Okay, that's verified.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Which means it's a redundant.
Redundant entity of
reality. This word. This right.
Detriment.
Detritus. Yeah, I feel like this car was here once. And then they rolled again. They like selling drugs to send me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Gotta do that. I'm saying weed, they're not black. They gotta do better.
Fact.
They're suffering myself. They gotta do better. I find something new to eat. Tomorrow is the free summer concerts. They start tomorrow. what's called sorry.
The elections.
Food truck teachers.
Oh yeah.
They did?
They also start Thursday in the square, but not the square. They said they were bringing it back to the square.
That's really sweet.
I mean,
What is it? Here?
yeah, they had it at the trash. I was like, yo, bring it back to Lafayette Square, bro. It was lit. That kept businesses up. Yeah, it's been less and less joints. The only thing that's still over there that had always been over there is that corner store. And I feel like that corner store is only there though because it's right when you get off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to the train track, so you get off the train.
Yeah.
So it's like the first store you see. So like it's hard to miss it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They brought back Thursday in the Square. You know, I think that'd be a blow up to Buffalo. I'd bring it back.
Who be coming to Thursday Square? Is it like universal for people? Or is it
Yeah, it's for everybody.
Oh,
I mean, it's open for everybody, but is the genre of music?
No, because even when last time I went to an internal side, public enemy was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they be having a
Morris Day seem to come every other year. You can't come as Morris Day in time, but you come as Morris Day.
They do one, but they ain't gonna black folks to show up.
Yeah, they good. Morris Day there. Everybody there. I think they have more black people there than white people.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, even if they're not like famous, they still have more black people there than white people. Yeah, so that's really because also, like, I think T-Pain was there once
last year.
I feel close to there. That's famous. No famous people. And some people that was famous, they ain't famous anymore. Haven't been there. So, I think it'd be nice to get right back to the square. Even though I know it's in the structure, the putting up and putting down be aggravating, but
yeah.
You bring life back into the city of Buffalo.
Right.
I don't know why you want to do that.
That's why I want them to bring the stadium downtown. Or at least to the outer harbor.
I think it'd be traffic would be
But if you put it at the outer harbor, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah, I guess
You can get around more. You got more avenues of getting out. Only part to be congested is that long strip on the side. Right. And they already got one of the bridges closed off right now. Matter of fact, the Ohio bridge.
Really?
Yep. You gotta go around around the
all the way around South Park, all that?
No. When you get off of Ohio, instead of going over the bridge, you gotta make that right.
Oh, you gotta go around. You gotta go around the other.
Yeah, around that factory and
that was the Paris.
Nope. Yeah. Well,
kinda.
Not really, because it'll take you to the casino.
Yeah.
So you don't really
This is behind the casino to Paris.
But you don't gotta go through Paris. Right, but you don't gotta go through there.
Right.
If you go to Ohio, if you take the Ohio bridge, you're going through there.
Yeah.
Going through there.
You got a nice waffle place over there.
Yes, I want to try it.
Okay.
Back over there near the what's that spot?
Buffalo
Riverworks.
Yeah.
Yep. It's made out of packing containers, shipping containers.
It's okay.
Legit.
It's alright.
But
waffle is okay. Riverworks is cool.
Yeah, I've been like really I really like the food.
The chicken is alright. The chicken is good. The pizza is okay. I haven't eaten everything there, obviously. Last time I ate food there, I was fasting, so I really couldn't eat all the options. So I eat this. I eat this.
Fire 716, your boy Big Freck, man. What's up? We rocking out, man. It's just a little open, so everything's not extra loud. You know what? We did some local news real quick. We have some bad news real quick. Taiwan man pleads guilty to child porn possession. I did that. But then the next book message is that Chihuahua Day Camp for kids affected by cancer opens up. So,
that's sweet. You should have led with that.
Right. That's Erie County, Never County, Bar main break on James and Hyde Park Avenue here in Niagara Falls. I never knew it was James Avenue Hyde Park. At all. Loses cemetery seeks help as the grass grows faster. What happens, Matt, I know, what happens when a cemetery cannot afford to be a cemetery? You like,
oh, you just let the grass grow?
Do you just let the grass grow and just die?
What else can you do?
Nah. Like, I can't see my loved ones no more because y'all couldn't afford it.
Right. Like, I mean, I'll leave it up to the loved ones.
Nah,
you gotta maintain your people's plot.
I guess, well, the only reason why it's so bad would be because technically, you know, you pay that one time into it. You know what I mean? The only thing about places like that is that if it's small, you know what I mean,
Like
you maintain it on your own. I don't know what the stipulations about other stuff is.
Like, I be wondering about the cemetery on Walden, across from Harvey Austin.
Oh, that's small.
That real small joint.
Yeah. I think that's owned by the church over there, though, ain't it?
For real? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that is. I think it is. I could be wrong.
Ohio man is charged with transporting guns in New York State. And just
That's man.
It's just an okay state to him. Like,
right in this Spalding Street, Buffalo, a shooting is under investigation. Let's just put it.
Dang. Like,
I want to read this.
and words can't get right, huh?
Right. So now, see if it comes out. So Planned Parenthood, the situation in New York is reacting to the ruling of the United States Supreme Court overturning Roe vs. Wade, the landmark ruling that allowed for women's rights to choose to have abortions. This is completely devastating. I think it makes women and people who can be babyless of a citizen. What? And people who can have babies less of a citizen than they were yesterday, said Michelle Casey, the president of CAO Planned Parenthood. I don't know. Just little talk with Jesus. Right. Tell them all about your trouble. It's just rape. I get it. I just want you to be a serial aborter.
Yeah,
those are my offenders.
If you there's a better way than saying no, you can't do this. You get what I'm saying? There's a better way. You can, like, there's women out here that abuse that right. You know what I'm saying? Like, say serial aborters. Like,
in abortion,
come on, bro. Every week, bro, you're bugging.
My thing is, why are you this fertile?
Yeah. Because of the abortion, like, you're pregnant, your body didn't go full term, so you still
like,
yeah,
taking the sperm,
sponging out here.
That's what they're doing. Cut it out.
Trash.
Right, you know. Yo, so if anyone's been thinking out of bird,
we love y'all, but we think it's a terrible thing you do.
And once again, it is not those who are incurring trauma situations, but those who are serial regular life.
Just because
if you get more abortions than it is months in a year,
if you get more abortions than you get checkups, it's
Exactly. When we get back, y'all, we'll talk about inspiring y'all to keep moving, keep pushing and changing. It's going down. Fire 716, your boy, Franklin Moore, get on there, Kevin, and then right now, let's go. Let's do it. Bang head, so I hit him. Right hook, so I spit him. Snap, nasty spit. Came through Big Frank with a massive hit. Hit a home run. around the base. Hit him with that 4-5 with a chase. That's all I had.
I'll go with it. Okay, go fire. Where's he going? So you know. Every time I listen to J. Cole,
It be like that, because now you tired.
That's it. I'm going here. I'm going around the corner to eat me juice. And I ain't been over to the city of power for a minute.
We ain't been over there in a
I
while.
might go visit too. I got here at 11:15.
Got you.
I gotta get a haircut.
I look real homely out here.
I gotta get a haircut.
I need somebody to do a haircut and give me the little black dusties.
Yes. When I
My barber's good. He ain't got no enhancements.
Got you.
He ain't got no.
What about AJ?
I don't live out there. Mind you, I don't.
Right.
I don't know that. You AJ, Cat Cuts, and all. I don't. Y'all not in my daily flow with you.
Got you.
Over here is decent. Got this time.
I need a haircut just in general. I wish I could just walk to a barbershop right now and go, yo, they have it. You know what I'm saying? Do not push back, please.
Yeah.
It's all nice.
See, the thing with me and haircuts, I have to get my hair done first. And because I don't get my hair done often, I just say, because I can't, you're not going to push me back. You're not getting none of my new hair, none of that. It got to be done up, snatched back.
So then you get the extra.
So when I go get the cut, it come off right. I ain't losing no hair, no nothing. But I don't have a consistent hairdo. You know what I'm saying? Like I can pay $65 every 4 months, every 3 months. I need somebody in between there that's gonna be like, all right, brushing me up. But if things go right.
Well, I used to have somebody that would cut my hair just off, just on the jump. I didn't think that's what I was saying.
I wasn't sure.
That was a big ball.
What? I used to have somebody that would cut my hair all the time, but I just look at it, you know, I really can't. So see myself with that first.
Yeah, doc.
No matter how it's bad, bro, because when you like, yo, somebody was real convenient for you, but you like can't associate with myself with you, know, because of where I am and what I'm trying to do. I can't be seen a lesser than because if people think I'm hanging out with you, they think I do something with you, and I can't be seen that way. I told somebody that the other day, I was like, yo, I was like, you don't make it so I can't hang out with you. And he was like, what you mean? I was like, bruh. I was like, everybody know, I love Jesus, everybody know. That, you know, don't get me wrong, I live my life to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But you are going overboard.
Yo,
sir, and can't be.
What up, sis? Sharita, the doctor.
Hey, doctor! So shout out to my mother. Happy birthday, Chantel.
Happy birthday, mama.
I see her yesterday. I'm not Park City.
Word.
Yeah. Hold on.
So I got a scammer in my inbox. I was wondering if you have heard about the TANF support programming. I was trying to say yes. I know it.
Yes, I have been.
Yes, I was not approved.
Yo, I need a grant. I need somebody that's right now.
That's crazy.
You see what's available.
Because I need it so more or less for school.
Like money just. I like money be out there.
Yeah.
So you need to go. So
Search.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is Western New York, W New York, Western New York, W New York.
They told me you want to rap, but I ain't got it.
I mean, I wasn't approved already.
Nothing is scary and knowing you got a bill to pay, but not getting the bill. Like, not getting the bill. You know, I was like, I feel like I got a bill to pay. But like, I get a notification that I got a bill to pay. So I'm like, okay. So, no. Scary.
Georgia Smith.
Security hospital treatment assistant. Wow, I didn't know this existed. June 29th. That is sweet. It's 2 days from now. Yeah.
Sorry, y'all, I'm in the grants. You know what I'm talking about? It was like this kind of. Gwen Curry's a good. She's the grant lady.
Who?
Gwen Curry.
On Facebook?
Mm-hmm. She the grant lady. Like she do classes or
Word.
for people. The money comes to me. But I really appreciate you seeing your comment. That was the first priority, definitely, because I'm about to go sit next to her and go to sleep.
No. Don't ever subscribe to a Krispy Kreme. Why would you ask me that? Disrespectful. I never do say that.
You getting a fast way, none of that? Yeah. You go from you fast way?
Yeah. I gotta my stuff is coming out of deferment. So I gotta so that part is taken care of.
Who was that other one song?
Georgia Smith, Teenage Fantasy. You wanna come in now?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's if she's not, then she cleaned it. I'm about to get her way. Okay.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, you're locked in the Big Frank in the morning, Daniel the Dark Knight, up on everything, Cherie. We know where you at, doing what needs to be done, nevertheless, like, bang. What's going on here? Let's bring it about here, man. We want to encourage people real quick. Again, what you got for the folks?
My encouragement to you is to get out of the dark places. You know what I mean? Life is full of dark places, but you gotta remember that the only reason why there's dark places is because light is shining somewhere.
Yeah.
So get out the shadow of that rock, that pillar, or that wall that you created. And step through the door, step around the thing. You know what I mean? It's not the dark places, man. And ever since then, everything happened.
Cash, what you got with the folks?
So, this is another week. Living in my victory. I can't let it die. Live in your victory, right? Just know that you're winning. You're winning. That's it.
For me today, I will tell you, get up off of that cocaine.
Ow!
Get up off of that crack.
Yeah.
Get up off of that cocaine and get your mind back over. You're changing and don't. You are not required. I'm gonna say this twice. You're not required to explain certain things that happened to your past. It's not a required conversation. It's not mandatory. You have to address every challenge or everything that you hurt or damaged in your process of transition. It is time for you to make the readjustment, make the change, and prove yourself different going forward and not always in the past trying to make up for old days.
Yeah.
Like, if you was a bad father, you was a bad father. Not be a better one now. Like, don't run back to trying to I'm trying to rekindle when I was 12. Can't fix it. It was broken. If you have made some, you caused some damage on the way, show them that you're better by proof behavior and change. The key word today is change, transformation, before you become a detrite.
Before you become detritus.
Before you become detritus in a detrivore. This beats about. Let's go down there. I'll let y'all. We'll do next time. I'll do all over again right here. Probably someone 6 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. So let's get it. Boom. Let me go get you a juice. And bring that over down a little bit. The on the keys. A little bit more.
It's birthday week.
My birthday today.
It's Fire 716. Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it. Hey.